Hi, I'm Renee, the career coach, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering all of the mistakes and blunders that people make in their job search that end up costing them and how you can avoid these mistakes yourself. Hi, I'm Renee, and if we have not met, I am a former recruiter, now turned career coach, and I'm helping you in every aspect of the job search, from resume to salary negotiation and everything in between, so that you can really master the job search process. So let's be real for a minute. The job search process can be such an emotional roller coaster, right? Like one minute you're so excited about how everything's going, and then the next you hit a rough patch and you just feel like, wow, am I ever gonna land anything? And so in today's video, I really want to help you eliminate anything that might be causing additional frustrations that you don't actually need. And by that, I mean mistakes or different blunders that you come across and you're making these mistakes without knowing it. And I want to help you in every aspect of the job. So the first mistake is obviously having a generic resume. This is going to hurt you so much. And if you are sending your resume to different applications and you're not hearing back, this might be one of the number one reasons why you're not hearing back, is because you have a generic resume that doesn't really align with what the position is looking for. And I hear this all the time where people apply to a job and they think, wow, I'm so shocked I did not hear back because I'm so well qualified for this position. But if you are not articulating that in the correct verbiage or what the recruiter and hiring manager are looking for, then yes, you are going to get overlooked. This is something that I talk a lot about and teach you how to overcome in my resume mastery course, where I go through every aspect of writing your resume and help ease that burden for you so that you know 100% I have a well-written resume and you're confident sending that out when you apply for jobs. So if you're kind of in that phase of like, I don't really know how to transform my resume into something that will start getting traction, then definitely check out my resume mastery course. Okay, the second mistake here is not following up after an interview. And this is a big mistake because you look very reactive instead of proactive. So if you are you actually make it to an interview and things seem to go really well and you just kind of sit back and you're waiting to hear how things went, that could actually hurt you because you've got to stay top of mind, especially for these positions that you're very excited about. One thing to know about hiring managers and companies in general is they want to hire people that are excited to work for them. And so if you are somebody that after your interview, you follow up, send that thank you letter or email, and you express again your enthusiasm and appreciation for the interview, that can actually help give you a step up. I have had hiring managers want to decline or reject a candidate because they did not send a follow-up. And I know that sounds crazy, and in my own opinion, I think that's a little far out, but just know that that may be what is hurting you in hearing back or progressing in the interview phase. Okay, the third mistake that people often make is overlooking the power of networking. Now, I know a lot of the times when we think networking, we think about, okay, well, I'm going to career fairs and having to stand in line, and it can be very robotic and not fluid and just natural. And if that's how you approach networking, then yeah, you're going to want to stay away from that. But it doesn't have to be that way. Networking can actually be something that really helps you get momentum, help you in your job search overall. I want you to approach networking as just building connections with people that you have similarities with. So the greatest place to start in networking is finding people that you went to the same university as. And this is great because people are much more likely to help somebody that went to the same university as them. Like if you have a position that you're really interested in, I would recommend getting on LinkedIn, finding the company, and then see what connections you have at that company and reach out. And don't approach it as what can you do for me, but really approach it as, hey, I want to build this connection. Ask them about themselves. How do you like working at this company? Oh, I see that you have this career trajectory. How did you get there? Really take it as like an informational session to get more information about who they are as a person, and approach networking that way instead of very, can you help me get a job? Robotic and really unnatural. Networking does not have to be awkward. Okay, and then the last tip here kind of goes in line with that because, LinkedIn, networking, but if you're ignoring or disregarding or putting on the back shelf your online presence, then that could actually be hurting you in your job search. LinkedIn is such a fantastic tool. I have had so many clients who get approached by recruiters because their LinkedIn is fully optimized and looks great, and that people want to approach them about different opportunities. So again, this is kind of an extra tip to help you in the job search, but having that online presence can help you to get more traction. And I have a whole video on creating your personal brand and what that looks like. And I talk a bit about what that means for your online presence. So you can check that video out. I'll link it. But these are some ways that you can avoid common mistakes that people oftentimes overlook. Obviously, there's you made a mistake in an interview, or you said something that probably wasn't the right answer, things like that. But oftentimes people overlook these aspects. So if you are on top of it and you're approaching these situations and handling them in a way that sets you apart in a good way because you're not making these mistakes, then it can definitely help you in your job search. So I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.